Esther, my love, my queen.
Xerxes, it's the middle of the night. What are you doing up?
I can't sleep. I've been tossing and turning all night. My darling Esther, you are so incredibly beautiful. I think I know what will make me get to sleep.
Yes, I'll read to you. Come lie down.
Well, that wasn't quite what I had in mind, but...
I've noticed that you get drowsy whenever the court scribe reads the daily entries from the royal archives.
That's because it's boring. The same old who gave what to whom, the same old who got married to whom, the same old who came to the party. You know, Esther, you're so incredibly beautiful, I would much rather...
Xerxes, my king, the ruler of the entire civilized world, can't rule his kingdom without sleeping.
But darling, I would rather...
Now, Xerxes, do you want my help or not?
Well, yes, but...
Then, lay back and close your eyes.
Oh, all right, but if this doesn't work...
Oh, here's an entry in the archives I'll bet you haven't heard.
Let's hear it.
Yes, it says here that cousin Mordecai discovered a conspiracy to kill you and take over your throne. When did this happen?
Oh, that was a few weeks ago while they were preparing you for the wedding. I didn't tell you because I didn't want to ruin the wedding. This Mordecai was an old guy who parked himself outside the palace gate. He overheard two of the palace guards talking about the plot and reported it to me. We called the culprits just as they were about to spring into action. We were so busy with the trial and with our wedding, we completely forgot to publicly acknowledge fellow, what's his name?
Mordecai.
Yes, but I could have sworn I heard you call him Cousin Mordecai.
Yes, I did, didn't I? Well, I guess he's been hanging around the palace gate for so long that the women in the harem are beginning to call him Cousin Mordecai.
Yes, now that you mention it, I can picture the old guy in my mind. He started hanging around the palace gate several weeks ago, ringing around the time that you came to live in the palace. Isn't that a coincidence?
Coincidence? Yes. Yes, of course. So, tell me, Xerxes, shouldn't you publicly acknowledge this Mordecai for saving your life?
Yes, I suppose I should. Yes, I shall do something nice for him, first thing in the morning. Yes, that's a good idea. I'll do something nice for him. I'll have my administrator Haman give him a hero's welcome to the palace. Yes, first thing in the morning. But right now, I'm still not sleepy. Did I ever tell you how incredibly beautiful you are?
Speaking of Haman, Xerxes, did you know that Haman had a gallows built near his house?
A gallows? What you mean as in hanging?
Yes, but he apparently wants to make a spectacle of the hanging. He built the gallows 75 feet high.
Well, who is he hanging? I wasn't aware of anyone in my kingdom who deserved hanging.
I'm sure he'll explain it to us all at our little banquet tomorrow.
Oh, yes. I guess that's why I was tossing and turning all night. When you came to the throne room, I promised that you could have anything in my kingdom that you want. But you're being so mysterious about it, I was wondering why you wouldn't tell me what you want from me.
Please have patience, Xerxes. I realize that your offer of up to half your kingdom is a generous one. And keeping my king waiting for an answer is rude, but please have patience. I will tell you what I want at the banquet tomorrow.
Do you think you have to get me all softened up with wine before you ask me? I already told you, you can have anything you want. Just tell me so I can get some sleep.
Xerxes, what do you think of him?
You're not going to tell me, are you? You're going to make me lie awake all night wondering what you could possibly want from me.
Can you trust him?
My chief administrator? Well, I hope so. I gave him my signet ring. He can use it to order anything he wants done in my whole kingdom. But let's not talk about him. If you're not going to tell me what you want from me, let's talk about you and me. Did I ever tell you how incredibly beautiful you are and how much I would like to...
Did you know that Haman ordered the deaths of thousands of people in your kingdom?
All right, if you want to talk about Haman, we'll talk about Haman. Yes, I know. He told me that we needed to get rid of some troublemakers in the kingdom. So I gave him my signet ring so he could seal the orders to get rid of them. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. Did I ever tell you how incredible beautiful you are? Esther, where are you going?
I have to prepare for the banquet.
Esther, oh well, I guess I'll read a few more entries in the royal archives. That usually works. Oh, weddings, funerals, births, Roy, visiting dignitary, visiting dignity.
Xerxes, Xerxes, my king, wake up.
Huh? Oh, you mean I finally fell asleep?
You slept like a baby.
It must have been the archives. You were right, my darling. What time is it?
It's afternoon. It's time for the banquet.
The banquet? I have to get dressed.
No, no, my king. Stay right where you are. The banquet is just for the three of us. I've summoned Haman to come here. And ask Haman to come in.
Ah, yes, Haman.
I don't mean to disparage your choice of a chief administrator, Xerxes, but I think Haman is a snake.
Esther?
Of all the nerve asking me to lead a horse through the city. Me, the chief administrator.
Haman, are you upset about something?
King Xerxes, how nice to see you again.
Now that you mention it, Esther, I've never noticed that Haman seems a little patronizing to me. Haman, did I notice that you were upset about something?
Who, me? No, I just had to lead Mordecai's horse through the city streets shouting at the top of my lungs what a great hero he is. Now, he looks like a hero and I look like a footman.
What are you talking about?
She tricked me.
I did not.
You did too. You asked me what I would do to acknowledge a national hero and I told you. But, you said.
What's going on here, darling?
Well, you were asleep, dear, so I, knowing how badly you wanted to recognize Mordecai as a national hero, I just asked him to go ahead and do what he said he would do to honor a national hero. He put a purple robe on Mordecai and led his horse through the streets shouting to all what a great deed he had done. I'm sorry you missed it, Xerxes.
She tricked me. She didn't tell me who the national hero was until I had already committed to doing it.
Mordecai saved Xerxes' life, didn't he, sweetie?
Well, yes, he did, but did I miss something?
Yes, as a matter of fact, Mordecai was one of the troublemakers that I was going to hang on my brand new gallows. Now, we have to go to all the trouble to discredit him in order to hang him. I may even have to delay the hanging, and it's all her fault.
Cousin Mordecai is not a troublemaker.
There, you said it again.
Said what?
You called him Cousin Mordecai.
I'll tell you about that later. Right now, I want to announce what I have decided that I want as a gift from my dear sweet husband.
Anything you ask, my darling, up to half my kingdom.
I want you to spare all those who Haman calls troublemakers.
You can't do that, and I've already sent out the order to have them hanged on my new gallows.
Esther, darling, why would you have me cancel an order that has already been sent out?
They're not troublemakers at all. Haman is just angry because Cousin Mordecai would not bow down to him, as he does to you. He wants to hang Mordecai to show everyone that they should bow down to him also.
Is that so, Haman?
They're troublemakers, I tell you.
Why would he bow down to you? You're just an administrator.
Everyone else bows down to me. They know what's good for them. They know I have the power of life and death over them. But these Hebrews, they only bow down to their king and their God. They're not afraid of death. They're all troublemakers, I tell you. They must be put to death.
Just because they won't bow down to you?
Yes, if you must know. Yes.
How do you know all this, Esther?
Well, that was the other thing I wanted to announce today, my king. Mordecai is my cousin. I am a Hebrew too. So, If you want to hang him, hang me too.
You want
You're a Hebrew? I had no idea.
curses, foiled again.
Just a minute, Hammond. You're not going anywhere. You are going to hang innocent people. Guards, take Hammond to the gallows he just built and hang him. And tell everyone in the country that he who exalts himself will be humbled.
This is all her fault, that little Hebrew.
Get him out of here. Oh, and bring me Mordecai. He's probably sitting near the palace gate.
Surely, you won't harm the man who saved your life, my king.
Certainly not. With Haman gone, I will need a new chief administrator. What better choice than one who saved my life?
Oh, Xerxes, how can I ever thank you?
Now that you mention it, my dear, there was just one thing that we've been putting off for much too long. Based on a play by Bob Snook, Conditions for Use. Do not sell any part of this script, even if you rewrite it. Pay no royalties, even if you make money from the performance. You may reproduce and distribute this freely, but all copies must contain this statement.